Right, guys, welcome back to the Legends Lounge. I'm Ferdinand and
I'm Roman Kemp.
And today, guys, we got someone I know very, very well. We shared a lot of moments together at Manchester United, including England. And don't forget the unforgettable night, 2008 Moscow UEFA Champions League.
Yeah, he's also got a Champions League winners medal with Bayern Munich, where he made pretty much his name for himself there, and he's represented England 42 times. Please welcome to the Legends Lounge, Mr. Owen Hargreaves. Owen,
Thank
hello.
you. What an introduction that is. Thank you.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
You're
that
trying
was...
to hype people up, man.
Hey.
But it was genuine.
Especially when it's Rio's mates. He really likes
know,
to just ram that home that he played with some great players.
He's trying to be a proper presenter now. Isn't he?
Yeah.
Teach him something, will you?
Trying, but not really getting there. But no, man. Listen, talk to me, man. We've been here. We've been out on a few nights, a few days out, chilling with some wine, beers, etc. What's your genuine thoughts on England, man?
Do you know, I was still in it, and I think France haven't really played that great. England haven't really played to their best. I think the only consistent team has been Spain. And I think, for us, the teams we played on, we probably always thought we'd win one of these trophies. To be fair, we probably shouldn't even sit this close to it because we never got near winning a trophy.
I didn't even play one.
But you know what, these guys, they keep getting to semi-finals, so you gotta have respect for that. We're not playing great. I think we can play better without question, but we're in a semi-final. So I think we can go and win it. And I think we're going to continue to play better. I think the teams that win trophies, whether it's Portugal, France, they're not always the best team in the tournament. They just peak at the right time.
Yeah. And do you think there's this whole thing as well that's like, we've scraped through a couple of games, getting through on that last minute goal, extra time winner, then you got penalties. Is that a real thing when they say it creates in players' minds, we're not going to lose?
No, Roman, definitely. Momentum is everything in football, so I think you want to be at your best kind of in the last moment. We've been in dressing rooms and you get this, especially with the press, in the English press, you get this siege mentality, us against them. And you can see that now, they kind of have that too. Even though we're all supportive. We're all supportive, and we just know the team can play better. So I do think momentum feels like it's with them, and they're going. And let's hope they play absolutely amazing.
You were a great penalty taker. I played in some games where you stood up and was always one of the first to put your hand up to say I'll take one. You had ridiculous, unwavering kind of confidence in yourself. Talk us through what it's like. We've seen Tony looking at the keeper, don't even look at the ball, different styles, etc. What is it like walking up to a penalty of that magnitude? Champions League final penalty taker, scored, top corner. Done it in the World Cup as well. What's it like?
I would probably say it's the loneliest 10-second walk of your life. And imagine doing it in front of, 90,000 people, millions watching. And the weird thing is, right, so you obviously leave because you're up, right? So it's I don't know, how far is it, 50 meters?
Yeah.
And you don't want to go too quick because you look nervous. You don't want to go too slow, so you look nervous.
What? So are you even talking about the walk?
Yeah. I promise you, every single player is thinking of that. Those little things. And when you get up there, because you got kind of a long walk, you think about a lot. And the point is, I was confident in my ability because I knew what I was going to do. But I still had doubt. That's normal, right? Because you don't want to fail, right? Nobody wants to fail on the biggest stage. So it's okay to get up there and have a bit of doubt and think. I remember when Champions League final when we played against Chelsea, and all the Chelsea boys were ex-teammates, Ballack, Joe Cole, JT, Frank Lampard, and they all knew where I was going to go. So as I was walking up, and I couldn't see them obviously because I'm walking to the goal, they're all pointing top left, right? He knew where I was going. Everybody knew where I was going, right? So as I'm walking up, I'm thinking, going top left. As I put the ball down, I looked at the goal and I thought, wow, Piatek's massive. It's massive in there, right? And I saw all the fans in behind and I thought, and as I put the ball down, I thought, this is a bad time to be experimenting, Just do what you do. If he saves it, he saves it. So my point is, you can process all that, but because I was 26 and I was experienced enough to understand, it's okay to have doubt, but you got to also believe in yourself, trust your technique. So like the other day, João Felix, his body language, I could tell he was going to miss.
Yeah.
He didn't stand there with any belief. So technique, I don't know how Ivan Toney does that. I think that's amazing.
It is the thing, as a fan, when you're watching it, there's certain players, when they walk up, you go, oh, he's missing it. You can see it.
How good were our penalties?
I didn't say that about one of our penalty takers.
No,
I didn't. No.
Even Saka, but Ivan Toney, have you seen the memes?
Yeah, unbelievable.
pouring your gravy on your Sunday roast, not
Yeah.
even looking at it. And
Bloke reads
funny.
without looking at the book.
Yeah,
His- I find his penalty fascinating. I don't know how he does it, but again, it doesn't really matter how you do it. You just got to get the job done. So you got to stand there. You got to have belief, trust in whatever you're gonna do. Mine was just get up there and whip it top left.
How come you didn't take penalties?
I won his game now.
Weren't my game taking penalties.
Why? What,
I
in what sense?
Can
In
I tell
what
you
sense
what,
is it not
can
your
I tell you
game?
what it was? The pressure was one. My head was all over the place. I was like I said, when I used to walk up to penalties, I used to think, oh my God, I'm going to win. That's how it was in my head. I couldn't even get words out in my head.
But real, it's like that for everyone. So, but you got to do it. And then when you do it, you go in confidence. If you miss, obviously, you go the other way. But if you would have done it, you would have come out there feeling $1 million.
But that's something I never practiced. I never practiced hitting dead balls, still balls.
Right.
I never practiced free kicks or penalties in my whole life. As a kid, everything I'd done was a moving ball.
But
So
if you were to go up and step up to a penalty like now, where would you? Because like Owen,
Mine would be
Owen go
reversed.
top bins. He's like why would anyone ever risk?
No,
going top bins? That's so
mine
hard.
was that whip, because my favourite pass was to, if I was coming out with the ball, I'd pretend to play it there and whip it that reverse.
So
back
you'd go
that
for
way.
the Trent.
So yeah, I'd go where Trent went.
Trent's was
That was
beautiful.
where he
Trent's
used
was
to go.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Trent's penalty. I
That's
mean,
your type of penalty.
yeah.
You know, in this tournament, like there's been a lot of times where people have said, you know, oh, these ex-players or players that used to play for England, you know, criticising the current lot, you know, how can they be able to do that? Presumably that obviously went on when you guys were playing. How did it make you feel within the camp? Because these are obviously heroes that you looked up to at the time.
To be honest, I never listened to anybody like that.
He was different a little bit. Funny guy.
Like, I remember we were at the World Cup 06, yeah, I got booed for even being in the squad, and I forget. I'd sit down with all the Sunday papers. They were asking me, like, why are you even in the squad? And by
Wait, I'll let you carry on, yeah. But this is what I'm saying. This generation, I get it. You can use it, and you get upset when people are talking about you. Bro, the stuff that we went through, in our
Yeah,
time
I remember.
was different, you know.
Yeah.
like you have man saying it to your face, like, why are you in the squad? That's what people are saying to him.
Yeah.
Why are you in the squad? Imagine being a player and being asked by the journalist, and he's sitting there genuinely going, I don't think you should be in the squad. Why are you here? That's mad. Go on,
No,
sorry.
and that was so. Look, that's all these guys. You know, they got to be really proud of themselves for being in the England team. You know, coming up this far. We all saw as little boys, 5 years old. Your mum and dad taking you to football, and you never ever dream you'd be on this stage. So it's a beautiful thing. You got to enjoy it. But the thing that comes with it is criticism. Everybody's got an opinion. The only opinions that really matter are your teammates and your coaches, and you know that's about it. Everybody else has an opinion. To me, I never listened to that because I didn't want it to cloud my judgment. I didn't see at the World Cup 06. I didn't even turn the telly on. I didn't want to hear any noise. I was just focused. I went into my room. I used to like stretch, do sit-ups, push-ups. I was in the zone. So when I went into the game, I was thinking, right, I'm not worried about what anybody else is thinking, but this is an opportunity to show your level. You know, and think about it. I always say, you know, it's a privilege to play for England, but you're also representing your family. Your family's name's on your shirt. So when you go out there, you're representing all those people that took you on that journey that whole way, and they're up there watching you. You know, so I used to think, right, my dad used to say to me, just give me what you got. Give me your best. And that's how I play football. I used to think of what you said. So I used to never leave anything out there. And it's amazing how far, if you think like that, forget tactics, how far it can take you. So I think for these guys now, just enjoy it, you know, smile, enjoy it, and give it what you got, and see where the chips fall.
No, totally. But look, it was a fantastic roller coaster that England had the other day after the penalties. It was amazing. We are through to a semi-final. What's the thoughts on England Netherlands?
I think we're going to play better. I really do. I like the back three. You know, I think we look better. I think the balance is better.
Do you stay Konza and Shaw?
No, Gahey will come straight back in with it. He's been amazing. I thought up to the last. I thought he's probably been our best player, most consistent player.
Luke Shaw for Trippier though is a difficult one.
I mean, it's amazing. Luke's, you know, after kind of having fitness issues, hopefully he's back fit. If he's fit, I think he plays.
What's it like? You've been injured and come back in and played games and been outstanding. You've been injured for long periods of time and done that.
Very long.
Shaw is going to potentially do that. What is the mindset of a player in that situation?
But I think also Gareth sees something in Luke that's why he took him. You know, because he believes him in that he'll be there for them. That's all coaches want, right? Coaches, let's be honest, right? Everybody at this tournament can play. Everybody's a football player, really good player. But the top ones, I think their mentality is a little bit different. So I think Gareth must see something in Luke that he knows he'll be there for when I need him.
Trust him.
That's trust, and I think that's all it is. You want as a manager, you want to put somebody in, and they'll be there for you when you need them.
I mean, you've seen so much. You've been working at this tournament, coming up against the Dutch. How have you seen their game kind of improve going through the rounds?
I've been really impressed. I like the goalkeeper, Verbruggen. He's only 21, but he's he's
Brighton.
been, good player. Youngest goalkeeper in term. I think that the best part of their team is their back line. Obviously, De Vrij and Dumfries and Van Dijk still probably with Saliba the best centre back in the world. I mean, Van der Ven doesn't even play for them. He came on the other day and he had this 20-minute cameo.
Comes in almost at left back.
He played amazing. So defensively, I think they're really good. At the top of the pitch, they probably don't have those superstars that they used to have, but I think they're dangerous. So I think we're more talented, but I think the game could be absolutely anything. But I just think we're gonna snowball and get better. Hopefully, win the semis and then get into the final.
Just talking about players. I mean, like we say, we've not seen superstar players come out, so we can't talk about them, right? So I want to talk about more position specific for you. You as a holding midfielder, one of the best of our generation. And I played behind you to watch it numerous times. Who today stands out for you in that role? We've got Declan Rice, obviously, but there's loads of them out there. Who stands out for you as the main one or two?
Oh, Rodri's the best, isn't he? I mean, Rodri's he's like a coach on the pitch. So yeah, Rodri's amazing player. And I just think, what's amazing, right? And people don't really talk about it, but if you look at all the best coaches in the world right now, they all play one position or played one position. That Rodri's position. Pep,
Ancelotti,
Mikel, Arteta, Xabi Alonso, Xavi. Listen, we could go.
So basically, you're going to be the next great manager.
No, but you know what? But I think that position is really important, right? Because I play in front of Rio.
Yeah.
So I need to understand his job.
Yeah.
We got to protect him sometimes. I got to keep the other midfield players close. The attackers, we got to make sure that they're doing their job too. So it's not a surprise that actually the best coaches kind of play that position. Because I think if you're a striker, not in a horrible way, but you're quite selfish, right? You want to score goals.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the defenders don't have an understanding of maybe attacking kind of moves and passes and stuff.
Pardon?
Do you know what I mean? So,
okay.
How many top coaches are like defenders though? Koeman, obviously, in the 70s, he was one of the best of his generation. But you know what I mean?
Franz Beckenbauer?
Oh,
fair.
fans. Yeah. Conversation's over there.
Yeah.
No, I get you. I know it's this generation definitely because they're the connector. They connect all the dots in the game, and I think I've heard Pep talk about Rodri in glowing terms that he's the best, bar none.
Well, look, I mean, it's the elephant in the room. The fact that you both played together for so long. I need some stories. I mean, what was Ree like as a teammate?
Do you know what I said it to Ree? He's obviously he was a brilliant football player, but I've never known a guy to be such a, what did I call you? The connector.
I thought you were going to say the kit man. I was like...
No, but you know what's amazing about Ree, right? Because a dressing room's crazy. Everybody from somewhere, different language, different cultures. And we've all kind of had a similar path, but, different upbringings. Ree could connect to everybody in the room, whether wherever he was from, whether you could speak English or not. And he was like the glue, and he kept everybody in together. And I think it was an amazing skill. And now he's gone up to do like different things, and he's dealing with different people, bosses and CEOs and, whatever, presidents. And he's like, from the most down-to-earth person to presidents, he can deal with everyone. And I think that's his greatest skill and he always had a smile on his face. He was crazy, funny stories, music, he loved music, fashion. I mean, for me, my best memories are like before the game, we'd have music bouncing. It was like a club, wasn't it, really? Music was bouncing. And I think music used to set the tone for the game. Then you go out and we'd have a laugh before, wouldn't we? Because the games were really serious, weren't they? But he's one of the funniest ever.
Well, that's what I was going to say. When Owen first, came to Man United, what were your genuine thoughts? Because here's a player, is an English player, but has come from a background in Germany. He's come from Bayern Munich. All of a sudden, he's in the Man United dressing room.
I just thought the guy knows how to win. He's been at Bayern and won everything, Champions League, leagues galore, and played with some of the best and against the best and control people. And he will bring a calmness and an element of control to our game in the biggest moments. Like we were trying to win a Champions League, we couldn't. and there's no coincidence that when we do, he's one of the main players in the team as well. And I always say this to loads of my mates. We talk about great players and stuff, and I think O gets sometimes left out of the conversation, just unknowingly for some people, because like he was talking about, some of the traits that he's super strengths are what sometimes are glossed over and they don't make the headlines. Whereas is being able to retrieve the ball, being able to cover big spaces, like just that, being able to cover big spaces on a pitch when your team is spread out. Bro, that's a hard job.
But you know what's amazing, right? I remember I played against Luis Figo in the Champions League semi-final. I think I was 19. I remember before the game, I thought, oh my word. I looked across, right, and I thought, I'm in trouble here. He had the white kit on, his hair was slicked back. He looked like a guard, right?
Yeah.
There's me, little Canadian kid. And I looked up, I remember thinking, I'm in trouble here. And I'll never forget it, right? He just laid the ball in front of me. Like after like 10 minutes, I thought, you can't leave that there like that. And I nicked it off him, right? And sprinted by him. I never forget the look he gave me, like, whoa. Because he would have never known who I was, right? And it's amazing, when you get out on a football pitch, you look up to all these guys. But when you get out there, you know, you got to get after it. And I used to think, you might be a better player than me. Technically a talent, but I can outplay you.
Yeah.
But I remember the one who did me, who I thought, when he shook his hand and said thank you for the lesson. Clarence Seedorf.
Really?
What? Him and Rui Costa, that AC Milan team. You know, as a young kid, you have a bit of success, and I was always super respectful. But you also got to believe in yourself. You know, you got to give yourself confidence going into a game. I remember thinking, right, I'm going to get after these guys. But they sent me all over the place. Stop starting. I swear to you, I went up to him after the game. I said, "Thank you very much. Thank you for the lesson." And they were like this. It was amazing. But you know what? It's important to get humbled, because then you realize, okay, I got to go again.
Keep working.
Yeah.
And when he signed for United, right. It went round a training ground after we done testing. So we done testing, right?
I remember that.
His first days, and we all knew Owen from England and stuff, but all the other players didn't really have much idea of who he was. And we done the testing. I remember Wazza running into the change room or the gym and going, "No, this is wrong. It's wrong. Owen, how is Owen at the top of the charts with the sprints?"
So they did sprint tests. So they test you. They had lasers, right? Proper lasers. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I think they were up to 25. And I was always the fastest player on every team I ever played on, right? But it's weird because
we didn't know this.
Okay, no offense. I find that surprising.
No. But that's why when Luis laid the ball there, historically that was probably okay for him.
Yeah.
But I was really explosive.
Yeah.
So if I play in there as a defensive midfield player, when you think you got time, I'm going to get it off you.
Gets you quick, man.
Real quick. So, but none of the boys really knew that about me. So when we did the sprint test thing, everybody was going mad, right?
No, Wazza was going, it's not right.
Cristiano, everybody's going, nah, I can't lose to him. Can't lose to him.
Cristiano's going, oh, this is what is this? Come on. It was funny, man.
So you were the fastest player on the team?
Yeah.
That's quite a feat. To be fair,
nobody believes me to this day, but that's cool. I don't mind.
What about the time when Drake come to the training ground?
Wait, hang on. Drake came to the training ground.
Mate, that was your fault. You tell the story.
Drake come to the training ground.
Right, he stole me under the bus.
But you can't just say Drake came to the training ground.
No, so
why has Drake come to the training ground?
He must have been doing a concert in Manchester.
Yeah, he was doing a concert. No, he wasn't. He was doing, I don't know what he was doing. He was doing a concert. Yeah, he done a little concert, and his management reached out to me, whatever. He'd like to come to the training ground. Just like, yeah, cool, come down, set it all up. Comes in. So we're walking around the training ground. He's got all the Man United hat on, scarfed a lot.
But we'd finished training, right? Not many people were there. It was just you and me.
It was quite late. There was only a couple of people there. And I said, Owens. I went into the change room and I had the shower on. So I said, who's that? He said, it's me. He comes out.
No, you called me. Then you said, come out here. I want you to meet somebody.
Come out. I need you to meet this guy, man. He came out. All wet, dripping, hair all over the gaff. Drake standing there. My guy's standing there with the fruit and veg out. As you do. Like, we don't wear towels. You just dry and walk in the change room.
You don't have a towel. Why do you not have a towel?
No, I had one, but it wasn't on.
But it wasn't on. But that's how. But Roman, walk about.
But that's our workspace, right? There's nobody in there except players. Yeah. Right? So he's called me. He said, Owen, come out. I want you to meet somebody, right? So I can't see. All I could do is hear him, right? Yeah. So I come out. Reed's there. Look around the corner. I see this guy, and I think, is that Drake? He's there with his 10 homies or whatever, and there's me. All I got is sliders on and my towel over my arm. And he says to me, "It's Drake." I went, I know who it is. And his homies were looking at me like, what's going on here?
Did you try and cover up real quick? Did you
quick.
just try and rock it?
I said to him,
But
what are
after
you
they
doing?
went, he went, Reed, man, warn me, what the hell?
Give
Like?
me a heads up, man.
Well, Owen, look, it's fantastic to have you here today. And I know one of the main things that you wanted to do was beat Rio's score at our 9-dart challenge. Let's see how we got on.
So, this is the 9-dart challenge. We've had everyone that's rolled through has done this. 9 darts, highest score. What you got?
Nothing. I got nothing.
No?
I'll be happy if I hit the board.
All right, come on.
You're up on that black line?
Yeah. All right.
Oh, 6. 26.
We got
38.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
oh, good.
40.
Whoa. Mate.
54.
I got the lowest score.
14 and 12, no.
54. 64. 66.
What's horrendous
Here,
is
here,
that,
here.
like, it's
You,
like
you two got the worst score, haven't you?
close to beating us already.
I seen your leaderboard. It was
76. Oh,
poor. Bullseye. Oh no.
76. Hold on, whoa,
Wait,
76.
That's
Treble
terrible.
2. So that's 82 plus 15. 97 you got, final score. Well done, better than us.
Still better than us, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Mate, that's the worst
Don't
ever.
worry about it. Well, come on, let's do chat. That's easier. Well, Owen, you've done it. You've beaten both of us, but it's not hard.
To be fair,
real.
your guys' score was embarrassing.
Yeah, it's embarrassing. Yeah, well, don't say too embarrassing because your ex-coach,
I was
Fabio
terrible.
Capello said, Fabio Capello 82, not too far off us.
I don't want to upset him, to be fair.
Yeah, exactly. But 97, not too bad. Above Sami Khedira, a fellow CDM.
Yeah, no, I can't play darts. I don't have time for that. So.
Well, look, there is also something that, you know, today we need to talk about because this is something that involves both of you. And it's all following the launch of the Get Trained Save Lives campaign last November. UEFA and the ERC, that is the European Resuscitation Council, they introduced an interactive training module on gettrained.com, which is a dedicated platform teaching football fans basic skills of CPR. In under 4 minutes, which is really impressive. And I've got some of the stats here. I mean, it's incredible. Every 45 seconds, someone suffers a sudden cardiac arrest in Europe, and this equals 120 people during a 90-minute football match. And look, I mean, tell us about this, the CPR campaign UEFA is running. I mean, Rio, Owen, who wants to take it? You're both part of it.
Go on, then.
Well, first of all, I think there's skills that not many of us have or learn. But actually, if you think of something important to learn, it's that, you know, if you can help save somebody's life in a moment, because you never know when something could happen. I think it's amazing. So I think we should all kind of learn something along those lines. But, you know, whether it's kids, because, you know, getting there at the right time and in those important moments is so essential. So I think it's amazing, the initiative, teaching people to help save people's lives. It's not always just about kind of, you know, kind of doctors and ambulances, and, you know, sometimes the first person there can save a life. So it's amazing.
We've seen it, you know, as football fans, every now and again, you do have a moment that is a little bit scary. We saw it with Hungary, even in this tournament where Varga went down.
Yeah.
And, you know, he needed to be placed in the right position. As athletes, do you feel like it's an important skill to have in your locker?
Yeah, I think it should be one of those things that everybody should have to do. Like you say, it takes 4 minutes. It's not like a big, huge chunk of your life is taken up.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, we've got it here. In case of a sudden cardiac arrest as well, every minute without CPR decreases the chance of survival with 10 to 12%. So learning CPR is quick, easy, and can save a life. So do go check it out if you can. But look, Owen, this wheel has suddenly started to really kick into fashion. We sent a text message to Van Dijk the other day because of what happened on it. There's a couple of things on here that are...
Opa was a good one.
Yeah, it's a wheel where you can either have something really nice and easy or something a little bit worse for wear.
Goat is now off the table.
Yeah, the goat one we found
boring.
is boring.
Yeah.
So if you land on that, you're going to have to go again. So, Owen, give it as good a spin as you can.
All right.
I want to hear the celebrity crush, I've got to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can do it like that. Yeah.
There you go. Oh, it's not going to be celebrity crush. No, don't do impressions. That's not Owen's game. We go again. Huh?
Yeah, I ain't got impressed.
Owen, if you do it from yeah, there you go.
Oh no!
Ree, you do it for me.
You just.
It ended there. Look, it ended there.
Why did you just want to know his celebrity crush?
Don't know. To be fair, that's tricky. Who's your celebrity crush?
My wife.
Oh, shut up.
Great answer.
Shut up.
Great
She
answer.
knows.
Great answer. I never really thought of that, really. When I was a kid, it was Aaliyah.
Was it?
Yeah, I used to love Aaliyah.
See, that's
Oh,
some of the
music.
stuff that no one will even.
Why, can I say, it's outrageous. You've just decided to put it on Celebrity Crush and force him to say it.
Oh, Leo, was that your one? One in a million.
Aaliyah.
Yeah. But
Mine was Lola Bunny from Space Jam.
Wow, that's a mad one from left field.
yeah, I don't know. Do you know when you're? Yeah, I don't know. I'd say Aaliyah. Yeah.
Okay.
Who was yours?
When I was a kid, Halle Berry might have been up there.
Yeah, Halle Berry.
When I was a kid, like young, I might have been, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, something like that.
Mine was Emma Bunton, to be fair.
Spice Girls.
Spice Girls, always. And my sister used to literally tease me and I would cry every time. Every time.
Tease you.
Every time. And I had to be in the lineup, like, because I had an older sister. So my sister would have her friends over and I'd have to be one of the Spice Girls. You know what I mean? Like,
We need some
do a little
footage.
lineup.
We need some
I want
footage.
footage. There's got to be a picture
She'd
somewhere.
do a little lineup like this, and I'd have to.
You had the pigtails like that?
I had to do it.
Oh my
That's probably
God.
why you work in entertainment now.
Yeah, exactly.
That inspired you.
I tell you the best one though is you think playing the Spice Girls was bad. I went to an all boys school, and the play they chose was was Alice in Wonderland.
You weren't Alice.
I was Alice.
Oh my God.
Let me try and find the picture. Wait.
Spin the wheel while he does another one. One more spin. But any way you want. There you go. That's a good spin. Here we go. It's got it again. Oh. No.
Go on.
Wish, that's a good one. Wished a player that you wish you had played with.
Zidane was cool. Like I remember playing against Zidane and just being like in awe of him. You know, because he has this crazy presence. He's bigger than people think.
Yeah.
And he was so quiet on the pitch. You know, he didn't really talk that much. He was just like
That was intimidating in itself, I think.
way more intimidating than somebody shouting and yelling.
Yeah.
Often they're the people that are most unsure, aren't they?
Mm.
But he was just like, he just had this crazy elegance. And the way he played football was just amazing. I remember once he like, that Luis thing, you know, where he left it there. But he obviously knew what I was going to do. He knows I'm going to like dive in. And I remember he just put this massive leg up, right? And I just ran into this massive quad and then he just spun the other way. And I remember looking at him thinking like, oh my, what just happened? Yeah.
You normally got that ball.
Yeah. And then he like just looked at me, like gave me a little smile. Like, no, Zidane was amazing.
Great player.
Are you wait? You literally
picture.
just went from
Zidane can just
Zidane can
pause
play.
for a minute.
Have you?
I've just seen a glimpse. Oh my God. Wow. What am I seeing here? What am I seeing there? That's a disgrace. Oh
What
my
is
God.
that?
How have you been allowed out like that, man?
Hey,
unreal.
that's years of being Emma Bunton in Spice Girls, and they've just come out.
To be
Wow,
fair,
I
with
did-
blonde hair and pink lips like that, you look like a real female.
Whoa.
You do.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
Well, there you go. That's.
Where
I don't know how that picture came out, considering all that happened. Really, all that happened was it just landed on GOAT for Owen Hargreaves, and then all of a sudden I've got that picture out.
How do we now maneuver from that conversation?
Well, it's the end of the show.
Just before we go, I mean, it's so off piece here. Before we do go, I'm really interested to know what you think about Declan Rice, because he's been a really big talking point in my WhatsApp groups, in the media, etc. What do you think of him? But also, what do you think he can do to improve his game in that area, given that is the area of the pitch that you patrolled?
No, I love Declan. I think he's an amazing player. Really nice kid as well. Loves football. You know, student of the game, which I like. Declan's way bigger than you think. You know, when you meet him, he's like 6'.
Yeah,
I remember when I
he's
met
big
him, I was like, what? I said, you're like 6'3", 6'2", you know. So I said, you're lucky you're not a centre back, you know what I mean, with his size. But I think he can be a world-class defensive midfield player, or he is, or he's on the way. I prefer him to play there, and I think when people are trying to make him this like box-to-box midfield player, He can do it, but I think he says it himself. He wants to be a defensive midfield player. But depending on personnel around him, so if he's got Ødegaard, he obviously plays a little bit deeper. But I think it all depends. Reed knows what it's like when you play with Nemanja Vidic, right? You Batman and Robin, your partner. With this England team right now, he doesn't really have his partner in there like he does.
He's played with 3 different partners.
And that's what I mean. And that's not really fair on him, because he's always all these partners are returning. At Arsenal, he knows Ødegaard's there, and
Yeah, you can play blindfolded.
Jorginho or whatever. Kai Havertz.
He knows where
Saka.
people are.
He knows where they are, and there's patterns in our play. I don't think there's any patterns, so I think it's difficult for him. But the thing I love about Deck, he always keeps pushing. Doesn't make excuses. I think he's actually trying to do too much right now, and I would just simplify. Just play in front of the back four, keep it simple, and hold the position. Because I think if you hold the position in a semi-final, it could be the difference between winning the game and losing it.
Okay, finally, from both of you, prediction: England, Netherlands.
England 2, Netherlands 0.
Oh, fine.
I think we'll win 2-1. I think we'll beat Netherlands 2-1. Yeah.
2-1. Okay.
I don't even think it'll be close.
No?
No.
It will be.
It'll be tough.
Don't do it.
They're too good, man. We're not good.
It'll be tough, but bro, I just think that we're coming into form at the right time. They've not even hit form. They look ugly. They look worse than us.
They got Virgil back there.
Yeah,
Nicky van der Ven.
I just think we got too much, man.
No, we do. I think we're more talented than them for sure.
Foden and Kobe Mainu rotating. Jude just playing a little bit off the game. Declan security.
But I just want to see them enjoy it a bit more. Just go mad aggressive. Just go for it. Throw the kitchen sink at everyone.
I don't think that's ever going to happen with Gareth, but I think we will win that way.
Look, we just play in one half, press, play when we get the ball, play forward, run forward, have a go.
That was the difference this game.
Yeah, we did that better.
In their half.
Exactly.
The moment we play and squeeze and play in their half, we look at a totally different team.
Yeah, but you can press if you play in one half. If we drop off,
you can't get
spaces are too big. Like you said, spaces are a big thing in football.
Well, Owen, thank you so much for coming on to Legends Lounge today. It's nice having your mates on, right?
Yeah, we've been talking about coming and doing this for ages, man. Yeah. He's now going to be a friend of the channel. You've got to come on more, man.
Yeah.
It's a nice vibe.
Anytime you need me, I'm here. We're going to need some tunes, though.
Yeah. A glass of red wine.
Can I have a glass of red as well?
Yeah, we can do that.
Right. Well, I'll leave this bromance. I hope you enjoyed Legends Lounge with Owen Hargreaves.